So NATO liaison office is a very small symbolic capability, NATO capability on the ground. And from that point of view, I think that we should talk also about your question somehow. However, NATO will never provide you with direct instructions, guidelines, how to do life here better. But we can talk in general.
In terms of values.
In terms of values, yes. So, however, NATO is very happy what's going on in the country during the last few months. So we are very much aware that the country approach to the set of reforms, set of very positive reforms, 369 plan as a program of reforms, brings some positive energy in the country. And we do believe, we in NATO, within all 29 nations, we strongly believe that we have to keep now that momentum and we have to go ahead. So NATO will never provide you direct guidelines and instructions how to solve and fight against the corruptions and against the corruption in general. Yeah. So we can.
How important is for NATO and for their future possible members to address this issue?
Absolutely. So from that point of view, you are probably very much aware that the rule of law, implementation of rule of law is some kind of the basic NATO value. And it's always mentioned during all summits in the past. And also, if you are looking at the last Warsaw summit a few years ago, additionally to the name issue, rule of law was mentioned. So the rule of law is one of key value in NATO, and all 29 nations are following that principle, that value. So from that point of view, we strongly believe that it is something what needs to be supported, very strong support. Absolutely. So the security and stability in the region, security and stability in your country, security and stability in the Western Balkan is something which NATO is very much interested for the region. So from that point of view, it's very clear that NATO is coming back somehow in the region, in the Western Balkan. Actually, NATO is the organization who brought the peace and security and stability after the crisis in the Western Balkan back. So from that point of view, NATO still have a quite strong presence in Kosovo. NATO has small symbolic capabilities in Belgrade, in your country, in Sarajevo. So the NATO is here. 29 nations are here, and we are looking forward to help your country as much as possible from all different points of view, including fighting corruption, including fighting all other elements within the rule of law. So from that point of view, we are very much happy that all this set of reforms are implemented, that the Special Prosecutor Office is working its activities again, that we strongly believe that the newly elected general prosecutor in the country after the new year will have enough energy and possibility to implement the rule of law. So from that point of view, we are here. 29 nations are supporting your country, and we strongly believe that now is the momentum which will be implemented somehow, and we will come to the end of this story as soon as possible, of course. I'm quite sure that your government does understand it. I think that the government has enough capability to fight against such a type of risks which create some problems. And from that point of view, I don't see any additional needs that NATO should intervene with this additionally, to intervene with this area. So NATO door is open for everybody, and I'm quite sure that your country will become a full NATO member somewhere in the future. And of course, I'm very much sure that, as I mentioned, the country will be able to solve all such a type of problems during the future with your own capabilities. There is no need for any kind of intervention from international community, from 29 nations. So as I mentioned, NATO is not directly involved in such a problems, but NATO is very much interested that the region and your country is stable, that multi-ethnic society is functioning, that your country is able to fight against corruption, that your country is able to implement rule of law from all aspects. And from that point of view, it will bring stability and security in the region and in your country, for sure. And better life, of course, yes. Such a type of engagement, such a type of reforms brings better economy, brings some kind of additional positive energy, and brings better future for the people, especially for the young people.